Welcome to Share, sharing our wisdom with you. Brought to you by Local Wisdom Inc., where we've been producing smart, healthy, and happy websites for over 10 years. Hello, this is Mike Alfaro. I'll be your host this week on Share. This week we want to go into one of the products that we depend on a lot to run our business day to day. It's called T-Sheets. It's available on tsheets.com. What T-Sheets is a very simplified time tracking tool that helps manage our business from a project basis to internal basis. It helps us figure out our billability, profitability, how we're using our employees, how to better use them, and just overall resource. It helps with our resourcing. It's a product that we found out about through Twitter. We had an internal system that was not working for us, and I sent out a tweet asking people what things that they've used, and one of the responses was T-Sheets. So we checked it out. They have a free trial. What I want to do with you today is actually run through signing up, showing you a free trial, and show you some of the ways that we use it. It saves us a lot of time. It works great if your business is handling multiple things, switching from project to project, and still wanting to be able to know how much time you spend on particular things. Thinking lawyers, web consulting firms, anything where you're not dealing with just one project and you need to know how much time you spend on things. It's a very simple check-in, check-out type of system. So let me just go through signing up and show you how it works. So just go to tsheets.com as you see here, and I'm going to click right here on the sign up for free tab. I'm actually going to go through the whole process instead of just showing you our own setup. They have various plans here. We use the business plan. It's pretty inexpensive once you've taken into account how much time you actually spend time tracking. We quickly figured out that just one of our employees time tracking for a month was more expensive than paying for this for everyone for a month. You could do the math, figure out how much time is wasted time tracking. Figure out what what your per hour billable rate is, and you'll see that this is like a no-brainer to use. For freelancers, this is very obvious too. It's just yourself. It's not that expensive. It's $10 a month. Great product. So I'm just going to sign up here. As you can see, I started testing this out with some fake accounts. So let me just start with a... Let's fill in some fake information here. Okay, an account's being created. abcdefg.tsheets.com. Okay, I'm in. They just ask you some questions here. I'll just quickly go right through this. This is just their setup wizard. Do you want to track time by project? Yes. Do you want to enable pay time off? Yes. We actually do it that way. Okay, so here I would put a project in. So let's say lawyer 1, lawyer 2, doctor's office. So I'll just put doctors 1, doctors 2, LW. Actually, let's make this one internal. Alright, I think that's enough. Sit next. Here's the different types of PTO codes that you could put in. We'll just accept the defaults. And it's all set. So we have to verify ourselves at some point. I think we'll actually be able to go through this demo without verifying. So there's a bunch of different things here. My time card is actually this little time card here. As you can see, everything's very Ajaxy, so you could just move things around. There's a few different ways to enter time. There's actually this weekly time card, which is a little bit more of like an Excel spreadsheet. So let me say this is for this past week. It goes Sunday through Saturday. So let's say on Monday I worked with Dr. 1 for 2 hours. I did work at Doc's office. Just hit save. A little save function, a little save notice comes up here. It fades out. Let's say I did some internal work on last Sunday for like 6 hours. Set up a screencast. Save that. Now, as you can see, I can actually go all along here. Now, I don't have to save each time. So say I did 2 hours there, 4 hours there, 1 hour there. I'm just going to randomly fill in some time here. Now, as you can see, under each one, I have my own separate notes. The notes are great for, you know, if you have different, I don't know, things that the system doesn't help you with. You could just use the notes. It's a nice extra save field that you could use for random data that you might need to keep track of. Let me show you something. You could try to break the system here. There's only 24 hours in a day. I already have 8, so I put 17. Oh, it's highlighted in red. It says you did a lot. Can't have more than 24 hours a single day. Please adjust your entries. Okay. So I lied. I was only there 10 hours. A long day, as you could see. So this is one way people can enter their time. I would say about half of our employees probably use this method of tracking. They, at the end of the day, they'll put in how many hours they spend on things. The way I personally like to track is right through here, right through the time card. Very simple section. Very simple system. It's just you clock in, you say, okay, I'm working on internal. Boom! It starts tracking all my time here. As I'm doing this, it's actually got a running clock going. So you'll see the clock run as we're going along. So I'm just going to say I'm doing a screencast for share. Save that. All right, let's run through the different types of things that they have here. So you saw the weekly time card. That's the Excel looking one. The My Time card is just a running time clock. You can clock in and out. So let's say right now I'm working at the doctor's. Clocks me out of one, puts me into the other one. That's it. No, now I'm back at internal. Keeps track of all these time changes for you. I could do paid time off. We would have to set all this up first, but what would show up, it kind of looks like the weekly time card, and you could just set, it pretty much looks like this, except on this left-hand side where it says job codes, all you see is PTO time. So you would say 8 hours paid time off on Wednesday. The reports we'll go into later. Who's working is right here on the right-hand side. You can actually see all the employees and if they're clocked in and they're not, and what their running times and what their projects they're actually running on currently and how long they've been on it. Let's see, manage timesheets. This is a graphical way to do time tracking. So this is me running right now. It's 4:42 in the afternoon. So let's say I worked from 4 to then, and then at that point I was working on lawyer 1 and work at my fave client. Hit save. See? And actually you could just click on it to get the details as to who it was, how long they did it,